Let's go to the other missing man. That's Charlie Atong Ang. What was the latest on his whereabouts? Is he in Cambodia? Is he still in the Philippines? Ano yung mas maugong?
Okay, so first, I think we have to reiterate the department's stand, no, that we still believe and we are confident that he is still in the Philippines. This is because the Bureau of Immigration itself has given notice to us that there are no existing records of him ever leaving the country. That's not to discount, of course, the possibility that he may have exited the country through other channels. Whether or not that's true, we have no information because the law enforcement agencies who have been closely guarding the areas where he may have exited did not receive information or did not receive reports that anything out of the ordinary has been occurring in these areas, no? So as far as we're concerned, it is very likely that he is still here. Although, just to echo the SILG, John Vic Remulla, we do not discount the possibility that he may have exited. But again, it's in the works, it's in the process.
And I just wanted to build the timeline here, no? Since when has he been missing exactly? Kasi yung paglabas ng arrest warrant, hinahanap na siya, wala na siya. Are you getting more information on that and the possible leakage of information? Have you been able to build the timeline of Atong Ang's whereabouts?
Well, the fact that he is currently missing, no, just comes after the fact of the attempt to arrest him, the enforcement of the warrant. So it was only at such time that the warrant was issued and law enforcement did seek him that it was found na nawawala nga siya. So because before then, the government would not have any initiative or would not have had any basis to locate him. So we know this. We know that he is currently missing. He is currently declared a fugitive from justice by the sole fact that he is evading prosecution, and that we know because, well, if he did not intend to evade, then he would show himself, knowing with the public notice that there is a warrant out against him, not just one but two, by two different courts. And so what we can work with right now is what the law provides us. What are these? Well, of course, there is the motion to cancel his passport, which is also in the works and is to be filed by the panel of prosecutors with the respective courts where the case is pending.
To limit his movement. But I asked that question because CIDG Chief Police Colonel John Giaki has mentioned that alam at pinaghandaan ni Atong Ang yung paglabas ng arrest warrant. And so we do know that in this case, there may have been or there is alleged involvement of the police and close relations between Atong Ang and the police. And PNP is looking into that, right? But so my question is, how do you contain this manhunt, the information around it, to make sure that he doesn't keep escaping each time the police does look for him in a specific location?
Okay, so the challenge there is there really isn't anything that well, insofar as the law enforcement agencies are concerned, though, they can only work within what's at their disposal, and with the information that's been being given to them, with the resources that they have. If we could just backtrack, I think tama sinabi mo, no, na in many ways na timbrehan siya, so to speak. Why? Because well, if you would the timeline of this case, if you just look back at it, is the resolution for his a judgment as being that the judgment that there was prima facie evidence with reasonable certainty of conviction that he did commit kidnapping with homicide and kidnapping and serious illegal detention. That resolution came way before the information was filed in court. It took some time. There was a gap in between. So he knew as soon as the resolution came out that warrants of arrest were to be forthwith issued by the courts once information was filed.
And so bakit
So
di
with,
siya binantayan
with
agad at that point?
well, kasi syempre, until the warrants of arrest were issued, di ba, hindi pa siya mahahabol eh. In so far as bakit hindi siya binantayan, well, binantayan siya, just to be clear. Binantayan in the form of what what resources we have. So for example, the Bureau of Immigration was steadily and properly monitoring any possible record that he may be leaving the country. So wala naman nakita as to possible backdoor channels he may be exiting through. Binantayan din naman yun, no? So that is why we are confident that he is still here kasi wala kami nakita that could lead to any possibility or to any at least conclusive reason that he has exited the country. So wala talaga eh. That's why we're saying he's still here. The fact that they were considering that he may have left the country is just that margin, no, the small margin that or of course we cannot be too certain. Yun lang naman yun. So I think what the government should spend on and should really focus on, the department believes that it is to focus on to looking at his current and past addresses. Whatever lead is available to us here locally, whatever information lead is available to us within our own jurisdiction.